Hi, I'm talking about sustainable fashion for common man on request. What should you know and why do we care about sustainable fashion at large? How does it help us and what are its flaws? I am Purabhi Purnasa Mishra. So today I will define sustainable fashion, and the most important thing is how you imbibe it in your lifestyle and how can you make better things for the ecology and society. Okay, sustainable fashion is a movement or a process of adapting change to fashion products and system towards ecological integrity and social justice. So we are going to replace a garment with a more environmental option. It is also called eco fashion. Waste is every object plus time, and we have to be very careful about how we utilize a product. Okay, where it all started, this sustainable fashion. Rachel Carson started putting up relationship between ecological economic growth and environmental degradation together in 1962. After that, a revolution started and a lot of things came up like tragedy of commons, limits to growth, a blueprint of survival. Till 1987, the two key concepts that Brundtland report suggested was concept of needs and the idea of limitations. The goal was basically socially inclusive, environmental, sustainable, of course, economic growth. 1992 was the time when fashion and textiles was introduced into these green issues, and there were these typical publications were featured by Patagonia and Esprit, where they were talking about the environmental concerns into their business. They talked about overconsumption, overproduction, etc., which has basically led us to life cycle assessment. Now, this is not the end. People in 20th century started giving importance to sustainable fashion after some of the big disasters happened in the 20th century. So this to name some of them, the Rana Plaza estate, which is the world's largest garment factory, which collapsed in 2013. There were a lot of lot of them are there, but then building was not safe and could not withstand the too much weight of heavy equipment, and it collapsed, which killed 1100 or more people and injured 2500, and still we are collecting the debris it has done to the workers in that area. Now this is basically construction without permits and had 5000 people working in it. Don't know how many visitors, but the most important thing, the working condition of these garment workers has to be scrutinized in all cases, because this is how you get your cheap garment. And this big factories, they ship their products to all over the country. Yes, this is something from where our cheap clothes may have come, because the working condition in different places in Asia is very difficult. Even if the recently 2019 there was a factory fire which left 40 dead people inside a factory which was a bags factory. This is not the one that has happened. This is basically happening because there is no well functioning labor inspection system, appropriate building codes and stuff. And basically what happens is this factory blaze fire can be due to not so good no security with them. So basically sustainable fashion is about giving them a safe workplace, security, proper buildings, fair wages, and preservation of human rights. Some of these things needs to be addressed, and sustainable fashion works towards it. We need to understand that who made our clothes, because when you know how your garment is made, nobody is dying on what you are wearing. Probably paying a little extra won't matter. So how do you buy your merchandise? You need to be very specific about it. After the Rana Plaza incident, there were people who started thinking about who made my clothes, and they started to give on the cause, and they responded it that way. It became very important, which has drastically helped the garment workers in a way. Sustainable fashion is all about saving natural resources also, because unless we use less energy and we do not save the natural resources, then we are going to exhaust it, and 3 planets won't be enough for us, the kind of pace we are going. 20% of industrial water pollution is due to garment industry, and the most important thing is it's dangerous. Be careful how you choose your garments, because polyester do not breathe and never dies and never disintegrates. It stays where it is as it has to. Sustainable fashion is basically talking about, your garment has a bigger life than you use it. So we need to use it till it lasts. What you can do: buy less, wear more, read the label for information about fibers and source, choose your brands very carefully, shop, wear, donate wisely, choose organic cotton, rent, borrow, don't buy every time. Actually, you don't need it. Wash after you wear multiple times in case you didn't roll in that. Okay, the current situation, you have to wash your clothes. COVID-19 has left us with very less reasons to buy clothes. Hope this works, maybe, because we cannot promote people to buy less or rent or borrow, but then these are some of the things that can really help out in making our planet breathe happily. What you can do also, you can dig deeper, you can read about sustainable fashion. The tip for today: take ownership, as autonomy and influencers can lower stress. By taking new projects or tasks and claiming ownership of it, may serve a purpose in job satisfaction and in the same time add value to your resume. All the best.